Hello and welcome back to Legend of Keepers, and personally I absolutely love this game. I feel like it is really fun. If you'd like to check it out, there's a link in the description. Otherwise, as you can see right here, we have a choice of trainer, engineer, event. We've got a decent amount of gold, so it might make sense for us to go and train some of our monsters. So I think what I'm going to do is I will do that, and let's train Malphus, shall we? Malphus is such a beast. I mean, he's a star character. He's got a really good amount of everything, and he's got an amazing amount of fire resistance as well. So when we level him up, he's going to gain less ice weakness and incineration. Yeah, look at that. Wow, that's actually really good. I'm going to train him up, and now we have much less gold, of course. So let's just go for an event here. Professional mourner. A banshee has offered her crying services for a very reasonable price. No, I'm actually going to say no to that, because I actually would prefer gold. There's a merchant. I'm going to just go for another event here. An employee has spilled a burning hot drink on you in front of the blood fay machine. Puck. Puck my life. 90 damage taken. Ow. That's gotta hurt, but at least we are gaining +9 life per week, which is pretty good. Good job they drink blood. Let's actually see. Aha! This is actually fantastic. Alright, so let's pay this. Gain 240 gold for a little bit of blood. Pretty happy with that. Now, we do have some veterans here that we could potentially fight. I'm not entirely sure if I will be able to defeat them. Shall we try it? Let's try some veterans, shall we? I think this is this the first time I'm doing veterans? I'm not entirely sure, but whatever the case, this is going to be kind of fun. So let's see. What do we have here? So these guys are... Oh, wow. They're going to really die against my circular saw. So I'm going to use the circular saw for this. And we need to make a bunch of choices in regards to physical attacking units. They're going to be really good for us. This guy's a fire guy, which is going to very much hurt our skeleton. But if that's how it has to be, then that's how it has to be. Anyone else? Air damage. Air damage is fine for our guy. That's fine. We'll put Malphus there as well, and we'll put Duvius there, and that seems to be all I can really do that will make much sense. And what else do we want to go for here? I could go for a poison dart. They do have a little bit... well, it depends whether the first one dies that quickly. But she has 290 HP. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I'll go for the poison trap. And then we will go for... Let's have a look here. Bouchon is so good. I guess I'm going to have to go for him. And then we'll just go... nature damage? No, I don't think we can go for nature damage right here. We're going to have to go for someone that's fire. And then this guy, I guess, will be fine. Alright. And there's my little guy. My little boss man. And we'll see how we do. Alright, so yeah, look at how much damage we deal to these guys, because they just literally have no physical resistances whatsoever. Absolutely crazy. And they've moved Malphus to the front, which is really bad for them, in my opinion. I don't think that's a particularly good idea. Now, we do have Fear of the Dead. That's not really going to do much, so I'm just going to use Fireball at the back. That did nothing. Why not? Ignores the first attack suffered. Oh, that's very powerful, isn't it? That is very powerful. Okay, so let's do Spear Strike. Boom. A little bit of bleeding right there. And what was that? Replaces one of her penalties with a bonus at the start of her turn. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Okay, so let's do Incineration. And now he's weak against fire. And obviously he's going to kill my... Yep, he's going to kill that. That's absolutely fine. Bear in mind that all of these monsters will be placed into the garrison to restore themselves as we go forward. Oh yeah, another incineration. Nice. Boom. So much damage. So much damage. I really wish Malphus was a little bit higher level, but you can see he just takes literally no damage. Ow. Yeah, he takes damage from that, of course, but he takes no damage from fire and stuff like that, so that's pretty nice. Okay, so Burning Whip applies burn. That sounds pretty fun to me. We could go for Intimidation, but we haven't really done that much morale, so I'm just going to go for Burning Whip. Try and do as much health damage as possible. And then we, of course, have our Nature Trap as well. So this Sorceress is going to take a lot of damage over time. Should probably die in this round, I hope. Okay, we got a goblin trick. We could do that to eliminate the sorceress, but the sorceress is pretty slow, as you can see right here, so I don't think we really need to do that. I think we can probably attack the back line, and hopefully we won't lose too many people. Ow! Whoa, that really hurt. Okay, so this is a fire-based attack, and it's an area attack as well, so we are going to be able to kill the sorceress that way. That was her next turn, after all, which is actually really nice. And we can just kill this guy. Boom, straight up. That was so easy. My goodness. He just took so much damage. And that is indeed that. There we go. So, they didn't even get to the boss, and these guys were veterans. So, I think we did pretty well. Alright, so, here we go. These are our rewards. We can improve one of our skills here, which is actually quite cool. Might go for enslavement. This sounds really good. Challenge increasing by 14 morale. That sounds like a pretty fun idea. This is also pretty cool. Does 28 additional damage, physical damage. Might be nice, but the bleeding might be cool. You know what? We're going to go for whiplash because I want to kill them really, really fast. And usually we are going for health damage most of the time. So that's what I'm going to try and stick to. Alright, so Stapes is going to go back up here. We're going to get Tiags there. Duvius is going to go there. I think we can leave everyone else where they are. I think Malphus is doing alright where he is. Damien could probably go here as well. Bouchon, let's take Bouchon out. And we'll take Dyer out as well. And we'll just leave the rest the way they are. I think that seems pretty good. Kind of, does it? Yeah, not really. Not really. Not entirely sure about this, to be honest. I guess we'll just do that and hope that not many really, really powerful people come in. An employee morale review done by a specialist. Okay, do I want that guy to come over here? I'm going to actually go and train some people. Let's see who else do I want to train. This guy would be kind of cool to train. Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's do that. Anyone else want to get trained? This guy might be pretty good to train. He's got some nature damage, nature resistance, shall we say. He still has a huge amount of ice resistance and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. No. This is very difficult. It's very difficult to choose when your monsters are not exactly hardy. They're going to die pretty quickly. Business trip. Choose an employee to protect the sales department during a business trip. That might actually be quite fun. Alright, so it's gonna take a long time. We will be compensated. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Let's send Bouchon over there to do that. That seems like a pretty fun idea. What does the alchemist do again? Transmute blood, tears, or gold into another resource. Yeah, why not? Let's do blood and tears into gold. Seems like a fun idea to me. Can I do multiples? I can. Look at that. You can actually continue to do it over and over and over again. That's actually pretty nice. But I think we're pretty good the way it is. Collectors, yeah, these guys, they can definitely take some blood in exchange for gold.
Heroes are coming from faraway lands. In order to
nice. Okay, they've increased the size of our dungeons. Fantastic. And as you can see, we now have champion units potentially coming towards us. Okay, so let's have some veterans attack us, because we only have a selection between veterans and champion units now. So that's going to be a little bit problematic, is it not? Okay, so this can die very quickly. Armor, Okay, this guy's going to be kind of hard for us to deal with, but I'm going to go for a circular saw once again immediately. And then we will put Argug out here. Okay, we got to just check to see what they can actually attack. So this guy can attack front, and we've got good physical resistance at the front there. And this guy can attack in the front as well. We've got good nature resistance as well. And this guy's got an area attack, so it's basically not going to make any difference what I decide to go for. Is this guy good? Yes. This guy's really good against ice. So if we can get the ice guy to attack the front enemy, we should be in a really, really good position. Obviously, I only have those 3 monsters, but I was just wanting to make sure that I place them in the correct positions. And hopefully that would make quite a bit of sense. Let's go for Poison Dart, because I'm not entirely sure if the Barbarian is going to survive or not. So let's just try and keep him alive as much as possible. Do these guys have fire attacks? No, they just have ice and nature attacks. And that's pretty bad. I need a nature resistance fellow in the front, but he's really bad against physical attacks, as you can see right here. He's just gonna die instantly against that guy. Oh no, that is not gonna go well. This guy only does morale damage and air damage. Are they weak against air? Some of them, but it's only in the back that he attacks. So I guess we'll just place him there and place him there. Alright, that seems to be basically about it. And I have a feeling these guys are probably going to get to our boss. They probably will get to our boss because the barbarian is just going to survive a huge amount of damage. Goblin Horde. Morale. Bats. Afflicts bleeding. That seems like a fun idea to me. Yeah, let's do the bats. More bleeding. Sounds fun. Alright, so they're going to swap us around, which is not exactly bad, I guess. But otherwise, let's have a look. Okay, so we can do damage there, we can do damage there. I guess we want to do damage to the back line. I think that guy's probably going to die from the bleed, or at least... Oh, so much damage. I really hoped that they would be attacking Argug. But, yeah, that obviously did not happen. Barbarian's going to kill this. Yeah, very easily indeed. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. So we can do some damage, we can do morale, or we can just do this. Damage dealt increased by 50%, but you can see here that this guy has 40% armor, which is just insane. So I guess we will just do that. That's the only thing I can do, basically. And the bleed is doing quite a good job right here. Thankfully, Argug is an absolute beast. As you can see, he's surviving like no one's business. He's doing a very, very good job of survival. But he is going to die in this attack by the barbarian, I think. No, he didn't. Very surprised. Now he's dead. Of course, the nature damage took him out. Okay, well, Burning Whip, I suppose. Could do intimidation, but I personally, as I've said before, I personally prefer to do health damage. Might not be the smart idea, but we have already done quite a lot of damage to them overall. And as you can see, this guy is now taking even more damage over time, which is quite good. Alright, so they're just buffing themselves. Yeah, of course, that guy would attack us first there. Spectral Wave does quite a bit of damage. There we go. And don't think he's going to die from any kind of attack. Ah, he could die from that. Yeah, I think we're going to do this. Just take out the back line because he's quite fast. And then whatever this guy decides to do, then he can do that if he wants to. But we have two enemies that are able to do damage to him. And I think we should be able to eliminate him once and for all. If my Yeti doesn't die. Oh, that was close. Boom. Yeah. There we go. You've successfully protected the treasure. And what is that? What is this thing? Wow, this is a pretty insane looking monster and looks really fun. And the Juboko gains immunity at the start of a dungeon. Wow, I don't even know what that means. I guess it means that they live through a whole bunch of stuff, I suppose. So... yeah, I mean, one attack, probably. Might actually be something that we would want to keep around. It's got good ice resistance, good nature resistance, but everything else is really, really bad, so it might not be worth it. But it is a good monster, so I guess I'll just take the monster in this case, and we'll see how that goes. All right, so everyone else is looking pretty good right now, so we can go to the garrison here. Yeah, everyone's looking pretty good. Look at this guy. He's got so much morale. It's just insane. Okay, so let's put Argug and all these other guys back here. And we're going to swap around there. So there we go. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have Argug, Malphus, and Ukan. We're going to have them all over there. And then we're just going to put these guys here. Bouchon is not going to be coming back into the fray for quite a bit of time, which is a bit disappointing. But, yeah, we're just going to go with that secondary team, I suppose. Maybe a Goblin? Goblin might be quite good over there. And, okay, business trip. No, don't really want that. Engineer, spend some gold to upgrade your traps. Sounds like a good plan. Let's upgrade my circular saw. some more. And I could upgrade something else. The poison trap, I'm using that quite a bit, so let's upgrade that as well. Why not? And we have another engineer here. Shall we upgrade our traps even further? Yes, okay. Let's upgrade our circular saw. And shall I go crazy on these traps? I'm getting a little bit overboard here, I think. Okay, let's go for the event. A headhunter is here to show you a promising monster he has spotted on the job market. A skeleton lord. I would have loved to have recruited this guy, but unfortunately I don't have enough cash. Shouldn't have upgraded so many traps. I'm an idiot. Oh well. Never mind. Let's go for the veterans. We seem to be doing all right against veterans at the moment, so I'm pretty happy with that. Maybe we'll get a good... oh my. Whoa, these guys are really, really, really weak against physical for the most part. Okay, hello, Circular Saw. You're gonna have a fun time. And who do we want here, actually? Okay, so this is nature area damage. And this is air damage at the back. Who's good against air? Malphus is good against air. And then ice damage. Well, that doesn't actually matter. So we'll put Malphus at the back, Ukan at the middle, and that is seemingly quite good, I think. Yes, that seems quite nice. And now we will deal with our next trap. Personally, I don't want to use the nature trap at this point, because as you can see right here, these guys have, well, this guy has 75% nature resistance, but if he's dead, maybe it's going to be kind of good. So, let's see, physical damage, he's weak against physical, that's good. Let's put that guy there, put this guy here, and then, are they weak against nature? Most of them are weak against nature. What about ice? No, not really, so I'm just going to use that guy. And in the back, air damage. Yeah, he's got massive resistance to air damage, so that's really, really good. Alright, sounds good to me. Let's see how we do. Okay, so the circular saw is going to do a lot of damage now. As you can see, the first guy took an absolute beating from that. Really nice. He's not really going to do that much. Yeah, not that much at all. They're going to take a lot of damage from bleeding, though, which I've got to say is quite nice. I really wanted that skeleton lord. Oh, I'm now kicking myself about that whole thing. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, so now we also reduce... Oh, wow, this tree thing is looking really, really good, actually. 15 air damage, minus 15 morale. Damage dealt increased by 100% if the target is affected by demoralized. So, it has synergy with its two abilities. Sinister Roots applies demoralized, and then you can use Crow Swarm to deal even more damage. That is kind of insane. So let's use this. Obviously, it's not going to do that much damage to the initial fellow, because he's just way too protected against nature damage, but for the most part, that's pretty cool. And, wow, this guy's just going to die instantly. Boom. So now my nature trap is actually going to do a pretty decent amount of damage. So I'm pretty happy with that. And Malphus, I think, is going to die from nature damage, I think. But these are veterans. Bear that in mind. These are veterans. Oh, never mind. He actually just got killed by that. Great. Yeah, he was just way too low in HP anyway. So that's the reason. Okay, so demoralized. Okay, so let's use Crow Swarm. Nice. It's looking fun. It looks fun. Okay, so shall we do this or... Yeah, we'll just do Frenzy because they're still bleeding. The problem is with the tree, he doesn't do that much damage. And wow, that was a lot of damage right there. I think he has really bad air resistance, and that's the reason. So let's just kill this guy. Boom. Do you think Argug can solo the last one? It's not looking. It might happen. It might happen. I don't know. One more attack. I think, yes, there we go. Done. They didn't even get past my first monsters. Can you believe it? Wow. That's actually pretty crazy. Okay, so now we can basically upgrade our main boss. And what do we want to do here? We can increase our armor by +10. We can increase our power by +8. That means the amount of damage you deal. And we can increase our life by 90. I'm actually thinking... I don't know. Maybe armor? Armor might... well, that's the thing. Yeah, maybe armor, because most people that are going to get to the end are most likely going to be physical damage attackers, so I'm going to go for armor in this case. Alright, so everyone's doing pretty well in terms of the garrison. Everyone is repaired. Bouchon is actually ready to rejoin our ranks, which is fantastic. Let's put Malthus in the garrison. He can just relax a little bit. And... we'll just take out all the people that are actually wounded, and we'll just replace them with people that are not wounded. Let's put this guy here, and that guy there. There we go. Okay, so that seems pretty good to me, right? I mean, Bouchon is probably going to be pretty good in most cases. I'm a bit worried, actually, about leaving them here, because Duvius is very fragile. He can die very, very quickly, as you can see. He's got super bad resistances. So I would like to try and prevent him from taking too much damage, I suppose. Okay, so that seems pretty good to me. Okay, work out some... yeah, so this is for our master as well. So this is for our dungeon lord. We can basically say, hey, go and do some working out. So we're going to do that. Self-flagellation. That's going to reduce our blood. Think we should probably do that. There we go. That's going to increase our armor. And there's another business trip, or we can plunder. Personally, I don't like the plundering, so I'm going to do the business trip instead. Let's see what actually happens here. We're going to send off Bouchon for 8 weeks again? No, I'm going to send off this guy. There we go. Gain a little bit of cash. Another workout. Do we want to do another workout? No. I think I'm pretty happy with the event. Okay, so they want to give me a ghost. I'm sorry, I'm not going to pay for a ghost if I can help it, because I personally don't really like those monsters that much. Okay, so let's level up this guy. Oh, we could level up Argug. Argug, what's he going to get? He gets more damage to this, I guess, and he's gaining all kinds of resistances as well. That's actually kind of insane. What about Bouchon, though? He's going to gain... more speed, more attack power, more life. Might be fun. And this guy, what does he gain? More armor, more nature resistance, more air resistance. That seems pretty good to me. I'm actually going to train this guy up. Sounds fun. Alright, so now we just have... I'm going to go for veterans again. We're going to take a bit of a risk here, because you never know. Maybe they're going to send a combination of veterans that are just super powerful, and in which case, then you're going to have a big headache on your hands. But these guys don't seem that problematic. They seem to be actually relatively similar to what we previously faced. But this guy might be problematic. Can't be affected by poison, but that is not really a big deal, because my circular sword is going to do so much damage. And now we can place... Okay, so let's have a look. Nature area. Air back. Okay, Bouchon is going to go into the back. That's just insanity to put these three together. It is just absolute insanity. Okay, so that's area, and that's in the back as well. And he... Oh, he has bad nature resistance. Ooh. That is bad. Okay, do I have someone that has good air and good nature resistance? Well, I have Ukan, I guess. But he has... It's basically swapping them. Kind of. You know what? I'm going to do that. Ukan is going to go to the back. I think he's going to die pretty quickly, unfortunately. But this is basically the best I can do, I guess, to try and prevent the amount of damage that we're going to be taking. Oh, yeah, I have a very weak back line. I think these guys are probably going to get to where they want to be pretty easily, actually. Yeah, this is going to be pretty bad. Okay, so we'll place another trap. We'll place the poison trap because we've upgraded it, and then they'll make it to my boss. Hopefully they won't make it, but it's highly likely that they will. The ninja just took a huge amount of damage right there, which is really nice. But, we'll see. Bear in mind, oh yeah, we are immune, actually. Ukan actually is protected against hero skills for... What? Okay, apparently not protected. I'm actually unsure what the immunity does then. I thought that it protected us from the first attack. But apparently, apparently not. Oh dear. Okay, so let's use Frenzy to try and kill this guy really, really fast and get through to the back line. Okay, Bouchon is obviously going to be perfectly fine just doing whatever. And he's very resistant to air damage, but he still does so much damage. Look at that. 50% still deals massive amounts. So we are in a bad situation here. This guy is also quite resistant to physical attacks. So, yeah, they're going to definitely get by our Gug here, I think. As you can see, so much damage from the air user. Oh, and they healed him as well. And they healed him. That is pretty insane. Okay, well, let's see what we can do. Burning Whip, I think, is probably going to be the best thing that we can do here. Seems like morale is not really a thing that I actually can do that well with, because most of my spells don't really reduce their morale by such a great deal, and their morale is 230, as you can see, and 240. So, pretty harsh. This is pretty good. Stalactite Falls applies an easy target. Damage taken from traps increased by 100%. But they are going to be fighting people first. So I'm going to go for the frost attack, because they are kind of weak to it. The first guy is a bit weak to it. Okay, so let's see what I can do here. I guess I'm going to just do Goblin Trick, try and kill the back line, because the back line is a healer. So it would be quite nice to do that. There we go. Oh, not dead. Not dead. Almost dead. Yes, there we go. And now we can do Persecution, which is an AoE attack, which is not really going to do that much to a single target, but it's the best thing I have at the moment. And this is also going to apply some nature damage as well. This guy is literally just being absolutely dotted up with all kinds of damage over times. And that is going to be the end, I think. Is it? Oh, almost. Almost. Okay, well, he did take out my ghost, but he did his job. He did his job. Tanking those air attacks. They didn't even get to the second traps, which is actually quite nice. Okay, so there's another Yeti. We already have one of those. I'm not a big fan. The Pandora's Box. Minus 12 morale. Stacks of all penalties applied to heroes. Increased by 2. That's a trap, isn't it? I'm not a big fan of this. Even though it does sound very cool, I'm actually going to take the gold instead. Because most of the time I'm still going to be using the damage over time effect traps, and I think they're going to be more value to me than other things. So, yeah. Anyway, that is actually going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you want to see more, and otherwise, I'll see you next time.